Test one, two, test one, two, test one, two, test one, two. Good evening. I am Juan Key, and welcome to my world. First, I want everybody to give it up for AI Cisco. Yes. AI Cisco singing the thong song in a 1950s Motown style with a church choir in the background. I know it's a lot, but that's the final product from all that a lotness thanks to the AI. How's everybody doing? I hope you are doing well. Today, Friday, let me tell you something. Fridays are no longer what Fridays used to be. I had a very productive Friday. I got a lot accomplished. You know, it started, I took off today. So it started with the temperature warming up a little better, you know, a little higher than we've been doing the last couple of days. So I got up. I said, let me go ahead and take a walk. I was walking. I was, power walking at times, stopping and stretching the ligaments. I went to the bank, did the whole bank deposits and looking at the numbers and all that. And then I went and I got me a salacious, delicious coffee, a coffee with some hash browns. And I was walking around, keeping an eye on my clock because, I'm trying to get my steps in and stuff like that. But I also had an appointment. The people want to come and install new internet service. That's right. The internet service is sickening, ladies and gentlemen. I have the fastest connection that the provider provides. It's insane. I have like modems in every room type of thing, so it can go down in the studio and Incredible Hulk can't do shit about it. Unless he goes to that circuit breaker box and starts flipping circuit breaker, the circuit breaker thingies, and to turn the electric off, and then at that point, then we will switch to the mobile. The room locks from the inside, the studio locks from the inside, and I have my own dedicated modem and all that router and all that inside the studio. So that's right. It could go down in the studio. That's right. So after, and the guy came, he needed to drill holes through the house and the side of the siding. And I'm like, well, is that hole going to be, are you going to patch the hole? And he's like, yeah, don't worry about it. He had a whole ladder situation. He ran cables from my house to like the middle of the street, and then from the street pole to the other end of the pole of the street. It was a lot going on. He handled that. I've just never seen that done. I'm used to living in buildings that usually have the connections, or the apartments have already connections for cable and for internet, high-speed internet. So all they got to do is just like plug in downstairs or flip a switch and then you got it. This is the first time that I actually see somebody come with a ladder and start climbing poles, and it's like wires from my house in the middle of the street, and he's only doing it by himself. He's like pulling the wire. It has a little like slack, like a little slack, but he did the whole thing. I was thoroughly impressed. I was sitting there just watching him. Ain't nobody gonna be alone in any of my rooms. I was watching him very, very carefully. Sitting right there in the same room. This is what I wanted, and this is what I'm going to supervise. I don't understand people who have service people come into their home and they just let them roam about. No. If you need to go to the next room, okay, let's go. And now you need to go to the base. Okay, let's go. Now you need to go outside. Come on, I'll take you. Like, I am going to be with you the whole motherfucking time. Especially nowadays, all they need to do is whip that cell phone and take a picture of a bill, take a picture of a credit card that's left on the table, or finance information, your tax returns or whatever, and next thing you know, your identity has been sold in the black market. And no, I'm good. See, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I can prepare for situations like this, and I don't trust no bitch. Okay? I trust Incredible Hulk and my mama. My mama pushed me out, and Incredible Hulk pushes me in. What time is it? It's 8:35. I cannot give you the adult programming yet. So I apologize. Anyway, Friday nights look so much different now. If we were to rewind, let's say just a little bit after pandemic, but definitely pre-pandemic, on this Friday night at 8:35, I probably would be taking a quick power nap with the hopes of getting up at 9:15 p.m., get in the shower, get myself together, pop a little bottle of champagne in my penthouse, the bachelor pad. The original penthouse was a bachelor pad in Washington Heights. Okay, it wasn't a luxury building, but it was my luxury apartment. So I probably will be jumping in the shower at 9:15 and getting myself together, coming back out at around 10:15. Yes, it would take me about an hour because I had to wash the hair and, put the conditioner and the treatments in, let them sit for 10-15 minutes, wash it off, and then blow dry it nice and curly the whole night as I'm listening to music, have a nice little glass of champagne drinking, Veuve Clicquot, because that's the only thing I used to drink back then. I'm texting, I'm FaceTiming people. Okay, where are you gonna be at? Who's at the door? Okay, do you guys got the spot? I'm not, okay, what time you getting there? Yeah, guys want a pregame before, so I'm doing the whole thing. I'm looking through my wardrobe. I'm just living the fucking life. I got the Uber already scheduled to come pick me up because I will be leaving unless people will come in a pregame at my house and get lit. I will be exiting the building at around 11:30, 11:45 p.m. so I can get to wherever we need to get to right, 12:30, 12:45-ish. That's when I walk in. The party started Friday, but I'm walking in on Saturday. And some people might think, oh, that sounds like such a, let me tell you something. I wouldn't give anything to go back to that, okay? You heard right. I will not give nothing to go back to that. The fact that now I'm here jaw jacking and my jaw jacking my jaw in front of this microphone for you guys, but I wouldn't necessarily go back to that. The fact that I had a very productive day, it's been a long week. I will be getting off this microphone and just climbing in bed, maybe catch a little bit of some shows and then just drift into restfulness and peacefulness. Oh my God. You tend to value sleep a lot more later on in life. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't give me an invitation to the hardest ticket right now with a car service and everything that will make me get up, get Incredible Hulk for us to go out. I want to be home. We got this big old house. I got this big old studio. The Legos are over there. Like, I want to spend time with my husband in my house. The everyday house. And if we wanted to get away for the weekend, well, we could go to the weekend house. We just need to get to an airport, but we wouldn't dare to get to an airport at this time because them TSA lines are going out the door and around the motherfucking airport. And you will ask, why are you hitting the clap? Look, the applause and the cheering. And because I hope that everybody who voted for that thing that's over there is happy and content with the way America has been destroyed. I hope that you can, live with yourself now that the gas prices are out the fucking roof, and that you definitely know that for 45 days straight, there's these people that have been forced into modern day slavery. Because let me tell you, somebody who goes to work and does not get paid, that's called a motherfucking slave. Give them whatever classification you want to give them in the government, whatever rank or whatever titles you want to give them. But at the end of the day, that's called a motherfucking slave. The best part is when I saw a few representatives, they had people at the airports waiting to see if they were going to stay in Washington. I'm talking about the ones who were supposed to vote to open up TSA. Some of these bitches, some of your representatives were already leaving Washington for the holiday because they're going to be off 2 weeks for the Easter holiday, which I don't fucking understand. Why do they get 2 weeks off? Last time I checked, I got to be at work bright and early on Monday. Unless I took personal time, it ain't no official time. They're going to be gone for 2 weeks. And some of them were already jumping in their planes when they were supposed to be at the house preparing to vote on the agreed plan that both the Democrats and the Republicans agreed on. But these people don't give a F. This is going to look so bad in the books of history. Oh, I'm so silly. I forgot. They're controlling the way the narrative is going to be told. They think that other countries are not going to tell the narrative the way that they see it. And they also think that, if it's not said by America, it's not real history. Drop a bomb on that. That's what they're hoping for. But it's very clear that at some point, everything will settle. And this period of time is going to look like one of the worst periods of time in American history. And I hate that I've been here for it. I don't want to be part of that period. I don't want to be associated with this fucking situation that's going on. It's insane. The level of racism in your face, sexism, homophobia, like to a whole other level. But this is what they voted for, right? This is what they voted for. I digress and I come back. I enjoy the current Friday nights that I have, spending time here at home, relaxing, re-energizing, catching up on my Beyond the Gates, enjoying the content, the good content of the creators, such as Miss Viewers the View Coloring View, the peacefulness of listening to her and watching her color. Watching other content creators like Treasure Lane do the reviews, you know what I'm saying? Like, or just catching up. I watch a lot of international YouTube, and because I just like to see how they live and what they do, and like black content creators living in Asia, or black content creators backtracking through Europe and stuff like that. Travel videos, like I like all of that. I prefer all of that than me getting up in a few minutes to get into my bedroom, into the shower chambers, and get myself together for what? To go to a whole room with people, most of them strangers, and then they look at you and they think that you stuck up, or they want something from you, or they're lustfully looking at you. And if you walk in with your you can't walk down the street with your man without having 29 fucking bitches trying to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they trying to separate you guys. They trying to get, this one want to get the attention of that one, and that one want to get the attention of this one. It's too motherfucking much. And the thing is that, we will go out with the hopes of having a good day. It was a good day, Savannah. And then next thing you know, a bitch is going to make me have to take that face and knock him out. I'm very sad. I'm very calm right now. But get me wounded up, and I'll start physically dragging a bitch's face across the bar stool, like all the way across the bar. And I'm just saying, and then you throw a little bit of champagne and some tequila in there, get me inebriated and shit. Oh yeah, NYPD will need to be called. So I prefer to just, I prefer to not put myself in situations to fail. And I prefer to just sit my ass home, enjoy my husband, catch up on the shows, make some content, shoot some videos and shit, and that's it. Today I actually cooked for Incredible Hulk. I did the y'all know I do my own tomato sauce from scratch, so I did that, and I did stuffed peppers. Stuffed peppers. And it's a very healthy, full of protein version. I do the stuffed peppers with ground turkey, lean ground turkey. Okay, I cut some red onions, some carrots, some celery in there. I cook that on the side, and then I do my sauce with tomatoes and all that, and then I did some quinoa on the side, and then I mixed the quinoa with the meat, and some spinach in there too. Throw some spinach in there. Throw a couple of spoons of the sauce, like ladder, the big spoons, like the rice spoons. Throw a couple of spoons there to mix it all up. Put some sharp cheddar and some mozzarella right in there, and then you take those and you stuff the peppers with them. You turn your oven to 325. Did I do 325? 375? No, 475. 475, and you lay them in a have them standing up in a pot or whatever, in a pan. Fill up the bottom of the pan with the sauce. You put some foil paper, stick them in there, honey, for a good 45 minutes. You whip that shit back out. You open up the little lids and put some more cheese on the top, and then you put a spoon of that nasty piece of sauce on top, and then you cook them in for another 15 minutes just so they could brown and do a little crunchy and shit. And then while you're doing that, you take your little plate and you take more spoons of quinoa and you put it on the bottom of the plate, and then you're gonna have your cooked pepper, and you're gonna sit it as if it was like something sitting in sand at the beach. You know what I mean? You lay it on the side like that, then you cut it in the middle, and you take a spoon of that goodness I call my red sauce, and you put it right in the middle. My God, I had Incredible Hulk passing out. It was so good. The best thing about it, I know all the ingredients that are in there. I curated all the ingredients. There's no preservatives. There's no additives. There's none of that. And it's also made with love. He absolutely enjoyed it. I also made him a nasty piece of freshly squeezed lemonade. We had that, and we are so motherfucking stuffed. And the good thing is that if you are trying to healthy eat, it's clean. It don't get no more clean and lean than that. Even though we got cheeses and stuff like that, it wasn't like mountains and mountains of cheese. Like, oh, it's so cheesy. No, it literally was like just a little pinch with your hand. Just a little pinch, throw it in there. We're trying to be healthy. So, yeah, that was delicious. For tomorrow, I'm gonna make my infamous, notorious cabbage soup. I actually do the broth from scratch, and then I do the cut up the cabbage and put it all together. So my mouth is already watering. I'm starting like a real strict diet because we are going on vacation, and I just want to feel all nice and feel like a little lighter and have energy and the whole nine. So we're starting to adjust and make sure that we are I'm on a strict diet because I want to look my best and have a really good time. Anyway, So that was my productive Friday. Now I'm gonna go ahead and climb in bed with my Incredible Hulk and relax and then just drift off. Wouldn't change it for the world. There's absolutely no red carpet, no after party, no with known and unknown people. We're like that would make me leave or turn away from what I have right here for any of that. And for that, I want to thank my husband, the Incredible Hulk. Thank you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you. Okay, absolutely love you. Anyway, if you have stumbled upon my channel, I am Juanqui and welcome to my world. I am a cornucopia of stuff. You just never know what kind of video you're gonna get out of me. If you're catching the replay, please hit that like button. It helps out a lot. I do this every single night. Yes, that's true. It is true. Since December 1st, I've been going live every single night. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. Now that I have the dedicated internet line in my studio, you're actually going to be seeing me in 4K. That's right. Touch the skin, darling. Touch all of this skin. You can't take it. Okay? You can't take it. Touch the skin. You'll be able to touch the skin, darling, tomorrow. Okay? So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for coming through. Enjoy the rest of your night. If you are like I used to be a few years ago and you're getting ready to go out, please be safe. Don't drink and drive. Call the Ubers or the Lyfts or whatever it is. Make sure that you are in all your faculties. Don't let them play you. Okay? Play the game. Don't let the game play you. With that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace.